Ah, here's something interesting. Hans's diary.
Monday 8, Moriarty is behind schedule. I've been waiting for 2 days now for the materials I need for my research to be delivered. He will have to get a move on if he wants me to take over the work he has started. My patience has its limits. I have filled in my time by reorganizing this place, an old fair sideshow exhibiting monsters. I don't know if Moriarty is aware of the irony of the situation. To calm my impatience, they brought me a subject at the end of the morning, a dirty old tramp in good health. He will do. I'm going to test this last evolution of Moriarty's poison on him. Night has fallen and the test is finished. We had to kill the subject. His continuous roaring annoyed the boss. I can understand now why he needs my genius to help him advance in his research. The subject was in such a state of murderous madness that he became completely uncontrollable. He didn't even seem to understand the simplest orders. It's a long way from the desired results. Tuesday the 9th, the material still hasn't arrived. On a brighter note, I received 2 new subjects, a man in his 50s, thin, hairy, and toothless, and another who was younger but equally repulsive. We should be thankful cleaning such parasites off the streets. Wednesday the 10th, I was awoken in the middle of the night by screams and laughter, which seemed to be coming from the freak show. 2 of Moriarty's men, completely drunk, had locked the 2 subjects up in the same cage before giving them a bowl of poison. They were amusing themselves by betting on the combat's outcome. I hurry off to warn the boss. We cannot waste material this way. I rather liked their expressions when they woke up a few hours later in the cages instead of the tramps. It must have been the worst hangover of their lives. This is so awful, everybody. And I finally received the material and the ingredients, which will allow me to modify Moriarty's poison. The first experiment is going to be very simple. I'm just going to make a few drops of my famous wheel-annihilating poison and mix them with Moriarty's poison. We will see if that is sufficient to make them obey orders. In his failure, the subjects didn't even have time to kill each other. They died less than 30 seconds after being given the poison. The effects of the 2 poisons didn't add up as expected. On the other hand, I'll keep the dosage in mind. A poison that fries the brain so quickly cannot really be called a failure. I work all night to develop the second dosage. This time, I distill the cure differently to obtain a less powerful derivative. I also modified Moriarty's poison, but he was not very open about its composition, so I had to improvise. Another failure. The subject did not die immediately, but he was as uncontrollable as the others. The only difference of note is that the wounds of the tissue damage did not get any worse after the poison was taken. That's of no interest. We are not here to treat them. Moriarty assisted in the experiment. He did not say anything and left in silence. He wasn't pleased. I think he is starting to get impatient. Moriarty is becoming impatient. The idiot doesn't understand anything and he dares to question my talent. He was the one who came to find me to modify his poison. He was being trying for weeks without success, and now he wants me to succeed in 2 days. We had an overheated discussion about it, but I finally got him to admit that a chemist has no choice but to bow to the rules of science. It's nature that sets man the rhythm, and not the other way around. I try another dosage. This 3rd test was a semi-failure. This time, the subject alternated the bouts of madness and the fall of blood pressure. He went from enraged to comatose in a few seconds. I think we are on the right track. Moriarty doesn't want to wait any longer. This morning, he openly threatened me. He has given me 2 days to obtain a conclusive result. He gave me to understand that past the deadline, I will go from being the researcher to becoming their guinea pig. I'm confident enough. I was able to warn the components of this poison out of him, or to worm the components of this poison out of him, as I thought the problem isn't with my creation, it's with his. His idiot apprentice chemist who worked on it made so many mistakes in the dosages that I'm amazed that it produces the effects that it does. I have spent more than 10 hours going over the dosages of Moriarty's poison, and I have finally obtained something sufficiently pure to be mixed with my personal composition. A new subject must be delivered as soon as possible. I cannot wait to see the results. I succeeded. The problem wasn't with my poison, but with theirs. It was much too strong. I modified it and the subject proved to be obedient without losing any of his fury. True, he did eat his own hand, but this time it wasn't because we told him to. It is the first time that I've seen Moriarty smile. We have obtained the objective. At any time, Moriarty can poison a large section of London's population. The choice of the Whitechapel area is a natural one. It is there that the greatest number of the starving can be found. So at the given moment, its thousands of ragged soldiers can invade the city and spread chaos such as the British Empire has never known. Nothing will stop their fury. The devastation will last for the time that the boss needs to seize power and place a pathetic clown Woodville on the throne. And then the killing frenzy will stop of its own accord. I programmed the poison to last for 48 hours. And after that, the subjects will join their victims in the paradise of the flea-ridden. Monday, I'm now going to be able to mass-produce this wonderful poison. Moriarty has set his men to cleaning up the warehouse below. It is a perfect place, and it even has an enormous reservoir in the roof. The boss came here in person to pay me part of the money I was promised for my work. I will have the rest when his plan succeeded. I will soon be incredibly rich. In the prison! I'll make sure that you will go back to your prison cell.
What a dreadful diary. That Hans is the only real monster ever to have frequented this attraction.
This is horrific, guys. That's what happens when you put two madmen together. Hans and Moriarty. Who is crazier, guys? Anything else on the table? I think that is... Yeah, that is all. Nothing else. That is such a piece of damning evidence. Can I just take the journal with me? For safekeeping, guys. I want to take the journal. I don't want to leave it here. And it's such an important clue. This is utterly madness, guys. Okay, maybe now I can push the bottles.
These boxes are precariously balanced.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, there's a poster again, in blue. Why is it in blue? Is there something hiding behind it? Guys? Why is it in blue? Oh!
There's something interesting here.
Oh, there's a hotspot! Okay, hold on. A key?
Here's what I've been looking for. The trap is in place. Now I only need to get the guard to go inside the freak show.
Oh, I also need the key to unlock the cage, guys, from the outside. So now I can push the bottles? Yes! Finally!
The guard must be...
Ooh, go, go, go!
I need to get out of here.
Go, go, go!
The guard is inside. I must close the door quickly.
Go back and close the door, guys. Right? Oh boy. Go, 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 go. Lock the door.
No, I can't do that.
What? Use a key? Oh.
Closed.
Okay,
I must find a way of neutralizing the guard inside.
That's not even for the cage. I can just open the cage from here. Or from outside the window. The key is for the freak show building. Alright, here goes nothing, guys.
No, I can't do that.
No, the lock. Open the lock. Open the lock. And then, cut the rope. Oh boy, you're in trouble now. Round 1. Fight! Yikes. It's going to be a bloodbath in there, guys. Oh! You're smart. You are smart.
Well, I'll be leaving you. I'm sure you have a great many things to do.
No bloodbath, everybody. Well, our roaming area is once again expanded. Let's go have a leisurely walk now. Tickets! Is this like the main entrance into the fairground? Main entrance.
But what have we got here?
Ah, there you are, Holmes. Did you have any problems?
None, apart from a few small things. What have you found out about this warehouse?
Prince Woodville's soup is loaded and contaminated by hands.
And in the direction of Whitechapel. Watson, in a few hours, Moriarty will have at his disposal a formidable army, more powerful and more terrible than anything that has ever existed.
What?
The soup is destined for a poverty-stricken, starving population who have been conditioned for months against the ruling powers. Moriarty won't have any trouble in sending thousands of raving mad people to ravage the city, sowing death and destruction. No force would be able to resist them, not the police, not even the army. A perfect army, knowing neither fear nor pity. A tidal wave of humanity which will cover London and will fall away again, leaving a city of desolation behind it.
What horror! And the chaos will only make Moriarty's coup d'etat even easier. But how will he guard himself against this bloodthirsty crowd?
The chaos will only last for the time he needs.
You mean to say?
That these poor wretches will all die. 48 hours after ingesting the soup, according to our good Dr. Shielman. So the victims will be joined by their executioners. An immense mass murder. What Moriarty would call clearing up after work, no doubt. Good. Have you found a way of stopping Hans's process?
Yes, I think so. If we can weaken the reservoir's feet with the explosives, for example, it will collapse and take the building down with it.
Good work.
What are you looking at?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
A bloody moon?
Never.
Wait, what are we looking at? What? Is there anything funny up in the sky? What are we looking at? The airship! The satellite dish? What? Is it the Armageddon?
Holmes, our priority now is to blow up the tank in the factory to stop the distribution of the soup.
Effectively.
But isn't that only water inside the tank, guys? How is that going to stop it, though? Do we need to go back to the factory?
These caravans must be inhabited. Look, there is smoke coming out of one of them.
It's a huge place. I see a padlock. Oh, no, not interactive.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Check out the caravans.
Closed.
Can I take a peek through the window?
There is no one here, and nothing very interesting.
You sure? So we don't have to go inside? Okay, what about this one? It's a leaky pipe.
Look, Holmes,
Ooh.
the three Russian
they're
brothers.
here.
With a coal stove and dynamite.
What should we do next, Holmes?
And then the dynamite would be very useful for blowing up the tank.
Good idea. But in order that we can get it, we'll have to get them out of there without their knowing we are here. The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
What about the pipe?
It is the chimney pipe. It has been cut. Interesting.
Can I remove a certain part of the pipe?
It is the chimney pipe.
I guess not. Okay, looks like we can also climb up the ladder, guys.
This ladder is only held back by a bolt.
Only by a bolt? Do I need the ladder, guys? Can I remove it?
This ladder...
Alright, never mind. Just keep looking now. So, so many different entrances into this caravan.
It is best not to go into the caravan while it is occupied. This stall is a washroom. I can see water basins inside. The door can be blocked from the outside. Interesting.
Do I need to lure the brothers into this tiny room?
Gallons of vodka.
The vodka, they can smell it, guys.
Apparently, they are more interested in games than in cleanliness.
Lure them into this room. It's a huge place. The theater. Oh, puppet, guys. It's only a puppet. Oh, no, there's someone alive! Is that the prince? That's the prince! What the heck is he doing? Is he practicing? He's practicing his stage presence.
This place must have been magnificent.
Shh. Watson, look. On the stage. Prince Woodville.
Should we go ahead and converse with this guy? You are being played, Prince Woodville. You are only a puppet in the eyes of Moriarty.
And it is with an immense pride that I take possession of the attributes of the crown and swear in front of you to serve my people with... Gentlemen, who are you? I don't believe I know you.
Not as yet, Your Royal Highness, but I am overjoyed that you are familiar with the crowning ceremony.
Of course. A good king should know it.
That makes my duty so very much easier. Let me introduce myself. My name is Howard Sawbury, and I am in charge of the aforementioned protocol and the master of ceremonial events at Buckingham Palace.
Yes, and I'm Sir John Cannard, in charge of the peacocks in the royal gardens.
Congratulations, Sir John. Excellent imagination.
I am pleased to meet you, gentlemen, but what brings you here?
Do you mean to say that no one has informed you? Have you not been in the city? It is Queen Victoria, of course. She has been dethroned.
Really? So soon? According to my special advisor, Professor Moriarty, that should not take place until a few days from now.
The people have decided otherwise, sir, and now they're calling for their new sovereign, the benevolent, most understanding Prince Woodville.
Ah, gentlemen, you bring me great news. My good people have carried out their duty. I can finally take my rightful place, and happily before the bombs detonated.
You're so full of yourself. I hope he'll be ready for the Rude Awakening, guys.
Actually, sir, we're here to warn you that you are in grave danger.
What do you mean?
Among your close advisors, I regret there are traitors who are already plotting against you. We have reliable information that these terrorists are part of an international anarchist network, and...
Ah, gentlemen, I know who you are talking about. I'm sure you mean the strange gentleman employed by Professor Moriarty. Asians or,
Russians, sir.
whatever. These men must be stopped before their bombs explode.
They're bombs?
Yes, Sir John. Bombs placed all over London. I was not at all fond of the idea, but Professor Moriarty was quite adamant.
Do you know where these bombs are precisely?
Of course not. But I do know that those anarchists created their exploding devices here.
You must tell us everything that you know about the bombs, sir.
Why should I? You're not a pyrotechnist, are you? I must speak urgently with Professor Moriarty.
What did we do? Bomb in the theater.
Sir, these men, the Russian anarchists, I heard them plotting against you. They want to blow up the theater, and you with it.
That is madness. Why would they do that?
Tell us everything that you know about the bombs, for we must defuse the one that is hidden here.
I have not moved from here since I arrived, and no one apart from you has entered the theater. You are lying, or you are their accomplices.
We most certainly are not.
That is enough. Leave me.
Oh. That didn't work, guys. Moriarty betrayed you. Let's warn Moriarty.
Sir, we're afraid that the beginning of your reign will be scarred by tragedy.
Whatever do you mean?
I think, however, that it is vital we arrest these terrorists. Tell me where their workshop is, I beg of you, in the name of the British Empire.
In a wooden stall between two tents, next to the Russian caravans.
Very well, we're going to search.
Wait, I demand an explanation. If everyone is plotting against me, how do I know that you are not also party to the plot?
But we...
Bring me Professor Moriarty, Mr. Sawbury, without delay. Sir John will remain here with me.
Oh boy!
I should be able to remove the prince without endangering Watson's life.
You sure, Watson? I mean Holmes? What are we gonna do? What are we going to do?
You are my guarantee.
I understand, sir, but in return...
I should be able to remove the prince without endangering Watson's life.
Situation.
Yes, I understand, but the reasons of the state...
Are unfathomable, I know. I came here to render you a service.
Well, I can sneak.
Let us be serious for one moment. What could have been the train of...
I can sneak behind him.
You underestimate not only
Can I
me,
crouch?
sir, but also my birds. I believe that a prominence of well-trained
Easy, guys.
peacocks
Easy.
is the ultimate in royal
We're going to go on stage. We are sneaking behind him.
You really think so?
I truly do. Why, imagine rows of them
Yeah.
at the very same moment that the crown is
These
placed upon your
tangled
head.
ropes are holding back the curtains.
And then this... Whoa, we got a puzzle here! We are so familiar with this type of puzzle. We don't even need instructions, guys. We know what is happening here. This is very tangled, though. Okay, very close now. This one go inside. And this one is also inside, outside, inside. This one go in. Alright. It's done. Nighty night. That is one heavy curtain, guys. And we need to get rid of the gun. Please.
He's not moving. He appears to have passed out.
But he could come around at any moment and sound
Get
the
rid of
alarm.
the gun!
Yes, before leaving the theatre, we must make certain that that does not happen.
Not so long ago, those words coming from you would have frozen my blood.
Rest assured, my friend, that Sherlock Holmes no longer exists. Get rid of him now.
Please take the gun away. Take the gun away, please.
There is a label underneath this lever. Magician's Trap Door, middle of the stage. Exactly where the prince is standing.
We are dropping him now. Good
Hey,
riddance.
presto. It's magic. No more paranoid
Yeah.
Well done, Holmes.
We
Look, Holmes, Prince Woodville lost his ring during the fight.
Ooh, we should have got rid of the gun, guys. Why did we not do that? It is so stupid. Alright. Let's go all the way back. And the puppets?
What were these dummies at the front of the stage used for?
The prince put them there to represent his public.
So crazy, guys. Oops.
What were these dummies at the front of the stage used for?
The prince put them there to represent his public.
And there is his ring.
There is an enormous diamond in the middle of this ring. I will give it to the police later.
Enormous diamond, a glass cutter, guys. Can use it to cut glass. Alright, let's go, Watson. I will be able to clock the pipe later on. You mean that wooden cottage with the three brothers? Eva smoked them out. It is a good plan, isn't it? Eva and Ray. Okay, let's just keep looking around first. Can we go down to that huge building? There's another huge building down below. Can we go down the steps? I believe there are steps leading down. There's a merry-go-round. Can we go down? Oh, we can go down. Nice. Merry-go-round. Any special hotspots? Ooh.
Look, Holmes, there appears to be some sort of control panel.
With an antenna, whatever its purpose might be.
There's a phone box there too. We've seen that before. I wonder what that is doing on the merry-go-round. Yeah, this is the one that I'm talking about. What the heck is this place? It's gigantic, guys. Soda drinks. Just a little card. Okay, hold on. Let me try the main door. I'm curious. What kind of place is this? There's no sign. No signpost.
I can hear noises. We aren't alone. We had best be careful.
Holmes, our priority now is to blow up the tank in the factory to stop the distribution of the soup.
Of course.
I know, but I need to be familiar with the surroundings. I want to plan ahead. I think Dr. Moriarty is inside, guys. Looks like a final boss building here. Moriarty isn't there, I bet. Ooh, wires. Oh, that's the phone box! The telephone wire connected to the building. That's the building! Do we need to cut the wires?
A telephone line. It goes to
Oh,
the haunted house.
Is that the haunted house? Nice! That's the haunted house. I want to go in. I wish I can go in. I think we will be going in. Dead end. Well, I think we have checked the whole place out already. Should we head back to the wooden hut? The wooden tiny building. Time to deal with the brothers.